too young, we're not too old. In fact, we're in our prime. Oh, we hit the ball with might and main and fielding we are fast. We are the Rockford Ball Club. We always dress with class, so yes, we are.
We thought it would be good to have buses in baseball with the emphasis on the Negro Leagues and the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. So we came up with a collection of Negro League material with, of course, photographs of their buses. And we have a couple of buses that are the exact makes and models of buses that were used by the Negro Leagues and also by the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League.
These feminine phenoms play in the All-American Girls Baseball League, which keeps the turnstiles clicking in the Loop's 8 Midwest cities.
The one bus we have for them is a 1945 Air Coach, and it's the same make and model of a bus that was used in the movie League of Their Own for the team. The Racine Bells used that.
Jimmy Fox, too old to be drafted and long past his prime, found another job in baseball as a coach in the brand new All-American Girls Professional Baseball League.
We have the pictures of the buses, we have uniforms, we have all kinds of good material, baseball cards, pennants, posters. We have it. It's a large collection. The Negro Leagues, they drove all night, they played a game, played a doubleheader, hopped in the bus and drove all night to the next place they played.
But well, we just like a school bus. You know what I mean? Wasn't no air conditioning, nothing like that. Rolled the windows down, you know. And then we had them old heavy suits on, you know, the wool, them days. It wasn't like it is now, you know. Because this is light stuff here, you know. But them days we wore the wool, and then you had to have it above your, you know, down below your knees and all that. We didn't. You couldn't wear no suits like they were now. Everything was baseball, you know. And you look like a baseball player, not the way they look now, you know.
It would have been dusty and bumpy. And probably sweaty because most of the buses, team buses, did not have air conditioning back then. The white teams, things would have been a lot easier because when they get to a place, they go get something to eat. On the other hand, the Negro Leagues had to kind of look for a place where they would be welcome because most of the time they weren't acceptable. Even when they gassed up, the Negro Leagues most of the time was not allowed to use the restrooms.
They don't have the air conditioning and all that stuff. Now you jump on a plane, you know, they serve you got air conditioning, you get there. Them days we rode in buses that like at 90 degrees, we played ball 90 degrees, you know. And we got hurt. If you got hurt then, it wasn't no disabled list. If you got hurt and the man I played for, if you got hurt and if you didn't keep playing, you didn't play on that ball team no more. That's where it was then, yeah.
In the 1940s, the lady that owned the Newark Eagles, her name was Effa Manley. Her husband owned the team, but she more or less ran it. And she spent $15,000 on a flexible bus and had it air conditioned so that at least it would be comfortable for her team for when they traveled. And that is the only bus of the Negro Leagues that I ever heard of that was air conditioned. That made it a lot more comfortable because in the heat of the summer and stuff, when they traveled, they were hot in there. Especially, you'd hear the heat from the engine. You know, you'd get some of that, and you'd get the weather, and so it was hot. So when she had went out and spent a lot, and $15,000 for that bus at that time was a lot of money.
Not too young, we're not too old. In fact, we're in our prime. Oh, we hit the ball with might and main and fielding we are fast. We are the Rockford Ball Club. We always dress with class. Oh yes, we are. Oh yes, we are the Rockford baseball team.
And we had money. If we didn't have no money, we called in cars. You know what I mean?